Okay, Rick. Good to see you again.
Hey Keith,
Awesome. How are you?
I'm fine, buddy. How's by you?
I'm doing great, Rick. Like I said, it's always great to see you. One of the things that I thought we talk about is a book, and we'll be brief here. But there's a book that I read most recently. A physician at Mayo Clinic, a cardiovascular surgeon, uh, suggested a book for me, and it was a great book about transplant. And another surgeon who works in infectious disease sent me a book, and it was called Compassionomics. And this was the research that it goes into how compassion can really make a difference in people when they're going through tremendous circumstances regarding their health and how it helps promote the healing process. So, and there's data to back it up. But one of the things he talked about was is that you have the curriculum that most people go through in their profession, whether it's in the business world or it's in the healthcare or whatever industry it is, that it is what you need to learn and know and writing and computing and all those things. But then he talked about there's a hidden curriculum, and the hidden curriculum is what you don't learn in that manner, but you learn it by people's examples. And so he talked about like you want to be aware of the hidden curriculum that is being taught. So in a place, let's say like for at Mayo Clinic, you have colleagues who show up in a way that they notice there's litter on the floor. They don't walk past it or spill. They go and find a paper towel and they wipe it up. Your other colleagues walk past it and they haven't even noticed it or they're indifferent to it. You see a colleague that when things aren't going just right, there's somebody in there that are blaming other people for it. There's somebody else there who's looking like, let me work on helping to resolve this. There's people that there are things that happen outside in the world that they're bothered by, and then they start bothering everybody else about it. That's one way. There are other people that see something that's not quite to their liking, and they see that as an opportunity to change themselves as opposed to trying to change what's on the outside so that they're okay. And so there's this hidden curriculum that happens. And I learned quite a bit of this from you, of just how measured you are in situations. And when I say measured, you completely authentic, but how calm you are, how you treat people, how thoughtful and kind you are in situations where most people that I hung around, including Keith 1.0, that wouldn't be that kind and thoughtful in those situations. And so the hidden curriculum has also been on the other side. I've watched my stepfather behave in a way to where it was one in which you're like, man, like you're always angry or you treat the world this way and you are not kind in your communication. And then I've also saw Keith 1.0 do the same thing with life and everything else. So this idea of is that I'm hopeful that the way that I show up now, that my hidden curriculum is one, is like, man, that guy's always sprinkling kindness. That guy seems to be unbothered by things that are outside of his control. And when things do happen, he's not looking for someone else to pin the blame on. He's like, this is my work. This is my work. So, Rick, we only have a minute or so. What do you think about this idea of the hidden curriculum?
Well, first, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that very much. Um, I'll tell you one very simple idea. Mr. Rogers, remember Mr.
Oh,
Rogers?
yeah, for sure.
Right. I think the closest to Mr. Rogers I have in my life is you.
Oh,
And here's why. Mr. Rogers said, when the world is upside down and everything is going crazy, or you're in a situation where it's too complicated, or you want to throw your hands up and hide, look for the helpers. Look for the helpers. That's what you are, Keith. And if we could all look for other helpers and then be a helper ourselves, that would be a wonderful hidden agenda. That would be a wonderful hidden way of grasping a reality that sometimes is invisible, but should be the only reality.
Wow.
If you look for the helper, you'll find it. And if you are the helper, they'll find you.
Wow. Man, Rick, thank you so much. That is quite the compliment, man. I'm humbled by it, man. And I hope that I can continue living, I'm just living my life, just like you're just living yours, man. And I hope that the our hidden curriculum, i.e., or for example, is our example the way that we're moving through life. And I'm grateful, man, to have been working on myself so much that my curriculum is one that is is not causing suffering, for myself or for others. Hopefully it's the exact opposite, So Rick, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
I love your example, Keith, and I love being with you.